So we're here with Hendrik Koemans on the Inkcups stand at FESPA. Thank you for joining us.
Hi.
Can you just tell us a bit about Inkcups for those who don't know about the company?
Yeah, cool. First of all, thank you for coming over and being interested in Inkcups. Inkcups is specialized in digital UV machines. We started many years ago with pet print, where we're still active worldwide, but with the focus on special digital machines.
And what are the new technologies that you brought here to FESPA?
What we brought to FESPA is in fact for super spectacular. So we have our flatbed. We modified the machine and made it possible that besides printing flat items, like pens, mobile phone cases and so on, mint tins, we're also able now to print curved products. So like coffee mugs, balls, golf balls, street balls, and the whole production handling process is much more faster. And then you can print these nice products.
Is there any other technology on the stand that's been, getting a lot of attention from visitors or attracting a lot of questions?
Yes, what we also did, we started developing a few years ago a machine to do digital printing on bags. That normally was done with silkscreen. Full color projects were done with transfer prints. So we in fact built from scratch the Inkjet switch, which is actually a bag printer, and it allows you like a carousel, so you have a continuous production. You load bags and you print them in the same sequence. The nice thing is that there's more and more people want to have smaller quantities. Look, there are millions of bags sold still, but the bag is a cheap product. So you can't make too big fuss in printing, because then the printing is more expensive than the whole bag. And another thing is you go on speed. And with our machine, with the Inkjet switch, we created the possibility that you can do a full color print, which is impossible in fact with silkscreen. But we also made the machine fast enough to do a high-speed white or high-speed black, so it can achieve and top the speed of most prints. The nice thing with the digital UV printing on bags is that you have no pre-preparation and no curing afterwards in the tunnel. So in fact you go straight from the box on the machine, print it, and while it's continuously working you also plug it back already. So one operator does the work maybe of 2 or 3 others. So that is something that attracts a lot of people. And we had that machine, but like I said, we just upgraded it with a high-speed white and a high-speed black to really achieve the best results what our customers ask from us.
And what is this capabilities in terms of materials? I think also there's the ability, for newer types of bags, or what other types of, venues and events they go to.
Yes, what is very cool on this is that in Europe you see still a lot of cotton bags. Then we have of course the drawstring bags. With the drawstring bags people want to have a kind of special gimmick or full color. But what we see a lot, that you see now transparent bags. For many musea, concerts, you have to have the transparent bags. You can't do a transfer print, they melt. So we print straight on the transparent bags. So perfect solution. So we learn from our customers, I always say, and come with new ideas or new inventions on their wishes in fact.
Fantastic. And lastly, how has the show been so far? Has there been lots of feedback, and what's been the big takeaways from the show?
For us, the FESPA still a show that attracts a lot of new customers. Of course, many existing. Also, that it switches from different countries every year gives you also a different audience. So in Berlin, you also have a more Eastern Europe audience where we have a lot of customers. So that's a win-win for us. And I must say, at the moment for us, the showstopper is the nano pen curing, and that we can do the high throw on the X5T. That is something really a lot of people stop over, because that is something they were waiting for, and it is so good to be here for us.
Thank you very much. Thank you for chatting.
Thank you for being here.